Welcome to the fifth part of our Google Analytics audit, in which we're going to look into audience segments. So the cool thing about Google Analytics is that you have a lot of data and that you're also able to segment this data on all the dimensions available. And one way you can do this is by using audience segments. So if you go, for instance, into any of the tabs on the left-hand side, whether that's acquisition, behavior, or conversions, if you open any of those sub-tabs, you'll have at the top an ability to add segments. So by default, this goes to all users, but you want to use segments to narrow down your specific traffic. So if you hit the red button, you can create new segments, and you can use any of the dimensions that Google Analytics already provides, or any of the custom dimensions that you've added yourself. So for instance, if we want to look at traffic from audiences that are from users that are located in the United States, we can hit a location, country contains United States, and we automatically see that 25% of our users are in the US. So we might want to save this particular segment if we use it quite a lot, so that you don't have to create a segment every time again or use a filter. So what we can do is USA as location and then save this segment. So I would generally do this in your testing or reporting views and then keep all your segments nicely together. So what will happen is then you can narrow down from all users to a particular segment. You can also compare different segments. So for instance, if I want to compare the all users segment, so all the data we have, with just the users from the US, you can plot those two graphs on top of each other. You can also export those then to Google Sheets to manipulate it further, but that's quite cool. So as I said, you can use quite a lot of dimensions. You can also use custom dimensions. So let me show you how you can create like custom dimension audiences. What you'll do is go into advanced and then use the conditions tab. And here you can search for custom dimensions. So here you'll see those custom dimensions that we've created in the prior video. So for instance, we can say we want to have user email contains, and then we'll use my own email address. So we can narrow it down to just myself. So we'll see that from all the traffic, 1.9% of that traffic is actually from my email address. So this might be handy for if you have like a specific customer support issue and you know the user ID or the user email and you want to use that within Google Analytics. That's quite interesting. So there are a lot of other uses. It really depends on your particular use case and what kind of question you're trying to answer. But try to use those segments, give them a name, save them so that you don't have to recreate them again. And let me know if you run into questions, if this is unclear or whether you want to have specific audiences. Happy to help you out. Just drop a comment or send me a message directly. Good luck.